finalists will be crowned Miss Canada 1986. And as the tension mounts, I know each of our contestants takes a moment to reflect on this week of adventure. It's been fun, and I know it's been friendship for all of them. For Karen Tilley, these last few moments of her reign bring back many wonderful memories of her year as Miss Canada 1985.
From the moment I heard my name announced, I knew the upcoming year was going to be exciting. But I could never have imagined just how much was involved in being Miss Canada. It first struck me when I went home to Calgary and everyone was there to meet me, all my family and friends. It was a terrific homecoming. And it suddenly seemed that wherever I went, people wanted my autograph. Being in Edmonton's Grey Cup Parade was a real highlight. It was cold, but I don't think I've ever been part of a more enthusiastic group. I was always traveling, and one of the best trips was my vacation in London with British Airways. From my hotel, the luxurious Holiday Inn Marble Arch, the sights of London were close by, and we did our best to see them all. The weather wasn't the best, but I guess that's part of the fun of being in London. Back in Canada, I took part in a ski race fundraiser for Africa. I didn't quite win, but it was fun and it went to a good cause. Then in July, I was packing my bags and traveling again. This time to Miami, Florida for the Miss Universe pageant. Everyone was excited for me, even the pilot and flight attendants. We all arrived in Miami just in time for their 4th of July parade. And we also had some time to party with the other contestants. But the pageant was the reason we were there, and it was another experience again. There's nothing like the thrill of standing amongst 80 girls and finding out you're one of the 10 semi-finalists.
How do you folks like Miss Canada?
The Miss Universe pageant gave me the chance to become friends with so many interesting people from all around the world. It was truly unique. And the fact that I was allowed to participate as Canada's representative gave me a tremendous feeling of gratitude and pride. There were many other highlights of my reign as Miss Canada, too many to name. But the truth is, the whole year was a highlight, one I know I'll never forget.
And now, here she is in her final moments as Miss Canada 1985, Karen Tilley.
'85 has been a real eye-opening year for me. I look back to the months preceding the Miss Canada pageant and remember the concerns and worries I had about what lay ahead. My dream of a lifetime began a year ago today, a year that has been filled with travel and wonderful experiences I will cherish forever. It is really unfair to pick out one highlight, although being in Miami representing Canada in the Miss Universe pageant is one that stands out the most. I have many people to thank for these opportunities, especially Clio Productions in Toronto, CFCN Television in Calgary, the Miss Calgary Pageant Coordinator, and very understanding family and friends back home. To all the girls in this year's pageant, the best of luck. And to the winner, I hope her year is everything she has wished for and more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Canada 1985, Karen Tilley. The end of this pageant is only the beginning for one of these deserving young women. I have been informed that the judges have reached their final decision. The results have been tabulated, and I will ask Karen Tilley to perform one final duty and accept the envelope from the auditor. Thank Thank you, Karen, and I must tell you, you have been a most wonderful Miss Canada.
Thank you.
I have the names of the new Miss Canada and the 3 runners-up. I will announce the names of our winners, beginning with the 3rd runner-up. The 3rd runner-up is Miss Laval, Josée Mirijello. The 2nd runner-up, Miss Calgary, Evalina Schmidtke. The next name will be the 1st runner-up, the 2nd most important award tonight. If for any reason Miss Canada cannot complete her reign, the 1st runner-up will assume the title. The 1st runner-up is Miss Sarnia, Miss Canada 1986, Rene Newhouse, Miss Interior, British Columbia. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Canada 1986, 19-year-old Rene Newhouse, Miss Interior, British Columbia. We congratulate the new Miss Canada. We wish well the outgoing Miss Canada. Thank you, Karen. My lovely co-host, Dominique Dufour. I look forward to seeing you next year. We'll look forward to seeing you next year, a very special year, the 40th anniversary of the pageant, my 20th anniversary as its host. Until then, I'm Jim Perry. Good night from Miss Canada 1986.
The Miss Canada pageant has been brought to you in part by Gillette, the makers of Silkiest shampoo and conditioner.